we are at the Sweetwater Union High School District, where in 2015, this Board of Trustees decided to give big labor special interest to P.L.A. on all Measure O work. Well, what's happened since then is simply unbelievable and further exemplifies just exactly what kind of public entity and what kind of elected officials give project labor agreements to union bosses.
We have an axiom at the Coalition for Fair Employment and Construction that says we can fight PLAs, but what we cannot fight is urban corruption. Nothing exemplifies this truism like the Sweetwater Union High School District in Chula Vista, south of San Diego. This school district is 100% run by union-owned politicians, people who owe their political fortunes to union bosses' largesse at election time. In 2015, it rewarded those same union bosses with the project labor agreement on all Proposition O bond work. Soon thereafter, they agreed to pay $127,000 annually just to oversee this new level of bureaucracy. A month after the district's bond rating was reduced, the chair of the district's bond oversight committee submitted a letter of no confidence to the board for, quote, not providing information for us to conduct our work, not listening and taking our concerns seriously, and recent attempts to limit the areas that we can review, specifically the project labor agreement. The head of the Bond Oversight Committee then penned an opinion piece in the region's largest newspaper about how the entire school board needed to be replaced due to its fiscal mismanagement, exemplified by the board's support of a PLA. But wait, it gets worse. A damning and highly anticipated audit of the district was then released, and it showed that there was sufficient evidence to suggest officials at Sweetwater Union High School District committed fraud by covering up their budget problems. The audit came after a number of media stories revealed mismanagement and deceptive practices within the district. The district unexpectedly came up $30 million short in September of 2018. Reporting showed that the district approved across-the-board pay raises even though some administrators knew doing so could lead the district to go bust. High-level administrators also knew the budget was much worse off than public documents actually showed. The most serious allegation in the report suggests district administrators deceived a credit rating agency before issuing millions of dollars of bonds in 2018, bond monies that were spent under the union project labor agreement. Lest we forget, this is the same school board who had elected to it a labor union organizer who promptly proved he's just as corrupt as the rest of the board. A few years before that, members of the board and the superintendent of the school district were convicted of bribery. These are the types of entities who adopt project labor agreements.
It's hard to believe that any of this is even real, but it is, and this is exactly the type of entity that gives project labor agreements to big labor special interests. Don't be like the Sweetwater Union High School District.